Thinking about a fresh start in a new city? Whether you're chasing new opportunities or just craving a better quality of life, the right place can make all the difference. In this video, we'll explore top US cities known for their vibrant communities, strong economies, and unbeatable lifestyles. From urban buzz to suburban charm, get ready to discover your perfect place to call home. Before you cram your life into a compact car or Google how to bubble wrap a goldfish, let's make sure you know where you're headed. We're touring 10 of the best cities to live in, where the grass is greener, the coffee's stronger, and the neighbors might actually say hello. Expect squirrels with opinions, legendary food trucks, and festivals you'll have to see to believe. Yes, we're talking about cheese rolling, rubber duck races, and towns where the mayor might just be a golden retriever. First up, Naperville, Illinois, home of the famous Riverwalk and more family-friendly events than you can shake a corn dog at. This is a place where the 4th of July parade is a bigger deal than the Super Bowl, and the local Ducks have their own Instagram account. Naperville is also known for its annual rubber duck race, where thousands of yellow ducks float down the river for charity and bragging rights. If you see a crowd cheering for a plastic duck, you're in the right place. Naperville, a Chicago suburb, boasts a crime rate lower than your chances of scoring good baseball tickets. The locals are so friendly, you might get invited to a backyard barbecue just for smiling. And if you love parades, this town has one for nearly every holiday, including National Squirrel Appreciation Day. Plus, rumor has it the squirrels here are plotting to run for city council. Median home price around $520K, but hey, you get bragging rights for living in a city where the Ducks have their own crosswalks, and don't be surprised if you see a marching band escorting them. Rent for a 2-bedroom, $1,900. And yes, that includes access to more ice cream shops per capita than anywhere else in Illinois. If you're not a fan of sprinkles, you might be in the minority here. Top schools, thriving tech and healthcare sectors, and a library so big you might get lost in the fiction section. Seriously, bring a map or a snack. And a river walk that's basically a mini Venice. Just watch out for the joggers. They take their morning runs very seriously. If you're not careful, you might get swept into a 5K before breakfast. Next, the Woodlands, Texas, where the trees outnumber the people, and golf carts are a legitimate form of transportation. It's the only place where you might get stuck in a traffic jam of ducks and deer. The Woodlands hosts an annual dragon boat race, and rumor has it the local squirrels are training for next year. If you see a squirrel with a paddle, just cheer them on. Think of it as Houston's eco-conscious sibling. Residents here are so into nature, even the squirrels look both ways before crossing the street. And if you love live music, you'll find concerts in the park almost every weekend, sometimes featuring bands with more guitars than fans. There's even a rumor that the trees have their own fan club. Median home price is $475K, and rent averages around $2,000. You might even spot a deer in your backyard or at the local Starbucks. If you see a deer ordering a latte, just act natural. The cost of living is slightly above average, but where else can you kayak to brunch and still make it to work on time? Just don't forget your waterproof briefcase. Expect low crime rates and a robust job market, especially in oil and tech. And don't forget the annual Crawfish Festival. Bring your appetite and a bib. The crawfish here are so big they might just ask for your autograph. Plus, the food scene offers a mix of barbecue and healthy smoothies. Where else can you get brisket and a green juice in the same meal? If you see someone eating kale with their ribs, you're in the Woodland. Cambridge, Massachusetts, where the average IQ is higher than the average temperature. Here, even the pigeons look like they're working on a thesis. Cambridge is famous for its quirky traditions, like the annual Head of the Charles Regatta, where rowers and spectators alike wear the preppiest outfits you've ever seen. And don't be surprised if you stumble upon a spontaneous poetry slam in a coffee shop. If you want bagels with a side of Nobel laureates, Cambridge is calling. The coffee shops are full of people writing the next great American novel, or at least pretending to. And if you hear someone debating quantum physics at the farmer's market, just nod and smile. Bonus points if you can spell Schrodinger without Googling. Home prices are high, around $950,000, but you can say you live in a city where the squirrels might be smarter than you. Some of them have been spotted reading the Wall Street Journal. But you're paying for safety, bike-friendly streets, and unparalleled brain power. Plus, the local bookstore has more author events than a Hollywood red carpet. If you trip over a stack of books, it's probably a Pulitzer winner. Rent exceeds $3,000, but you might bump into a Nobel Prize winner at the laundromat. Just don't ask them to explain quantum mechanics while folding your socks. But you can casually drop that you live near Harvard. Just don't be surprised if your neighbor's dog has a PhD. And yes, the local dog park has a reading corner. Arlington, Virginia, where brunch is practically a competitive sport. If you don't have a favorite Eggs Benedict, you're not a local yet. Arlington's annual Paws on the Pike Festival is a must-see where dogs in costumes parade down the street and sometimes outshine their owners. It's the only place where a dachshund dressed as Abraham Lincoln can win a trophy. Consider it DC's more relaxed and intelligent neighbor. The local farmer's market has more varieties of kale than you thought existed. And if you love history, you'll find more monuments per square mile than pigeons. The only thing more common than a statue is someone jogging with a stroller and a latte. Homes average $700K and rent is about $2,400. But you get access to some of the best bike trails in the country and a front row seat to the annual Cherry Blossom Selfie Contest. May the best selfie win. The cost of living is 45% higher than average, but hey, you can always save money by becoming a professional dog walker. There's a lot of competition though. Some of the dogs have their own business cards. Federal jobs, excellent public transit, and amazing brunches await. And if you're into trivia nights, prepare to meet your match. The local trivia teams have more acronyms than the government. Irvine, California, where the sun shines so much, even the street signs wear sunglasses. If you see a palm tree with a tan, you're in the right place. Irvine's annual Global Village Festival brings together food, music, and more cultures than you can count. It's the only place you can eat sushi, dance to mariachi, and buy a handmade scarf. All before noon. Expect sunshine, safety, and spotless streets. The lawns are so perfect, you'll wonder if the grass is actually real. Hint: sometimes it isn't. Median home price, $1.3 million, but you get access to more bubble tea shops than you can count. If you can't find your favorite flavor, just invent one. Rent is around $3,000 and you might get a small space, but hey, you'll never be far from a park or a yoga class. Downward Dog is practically the city mascot. You'll find parks, tech jobs, and bubble tea everywhere. And if you see someone walking a rabbit on a leash, just smile and wave. In Irvine, even the pets are trendsetters. Plano, Texas, where the city motto might as well be work hard, play harder. And if you don't own a pair of cowboy boots, the local mall will fix that. Plano's annual balloon festival fills the sky with color and the ground with people taking selfies. If you see a hot air balloon shaped like a taco, you're not dreaming. It's the overachiever that's also a blast at parties. The annual hot air balloon festival is a must-see. Just don't let your dog chase them. And if you spot a balloon shaped like a cowboy hat, wave hello. Homes average $450K and rent is under $2,000. And if you love Tex-Mex, you'll never go hungry here. The local salsa is rumored to be a fire hazard. Schools and the job market are excellent, especially in finance and tech. Plus, the local high school football games are basically a citywide holiday. If you don't own a foam finger, you will soon. Columbia, Maryland, where every neighborhood has a theme and the lakes have more ducks than people. If you see a duck with a name tag, just say hi. Columbia's Lake Fest is a summer highlight, featuring live music, art, and more food trucks than you can count. There's even a contest for the best decorated paddle boat. Think master plan perfection. The local mall is so big, you might need a map and a snack break. If you get lost, just follow the scent of cinnamon rolls. Homes average $425K and rent is around $2,100. And if you love outdoor concerts, you'll fit right in. The only thing louder than the music is the applause. You'll find top schools and plenty of green spaces. Plus, the annual wine festival is a local favorite. Cheese plates encouraged. If you see someone swirling grape juice, they're just practicing. Overland Park, Kansas, where the barbecue is legendary and the tornadoes are mostly just a rumor. The only thing spinning here is the cotton candy at the county fair. Overland Park's annual Deanna Rose Farmstead Day lets you pet goats, ride ponies, and eat more pie than you thought possible. If you leave hungry, you did it wrong. It's a charming Midwestern city without the tornadoes. The local farmers market is the place to be on Saturdays. Just follow the smell of fresh pie. If you see a pie eating contest, jump in. Homes average $410K $10K and rent is under $1,700. And if you love community theater, you'll have plenty of options for your big debut. Break a leg or at least a breadstick at the cast party. The cost of living is below the national average. Plus, the city hosts an annual hot dog eating contest. Bring your appetite. The winner gets a year's supply of mustard and local fame. Expect great schools and a strong economy in finance and healthcare. And if you're a fan of quirky roadside attractions, you're in luck. There's a giant ball of twine with your name on it. Bellevue, Washington, where it rains just enough to keep your garden and your hair looking fresh. Umbrellas are a fashion statement here. Bellevue's Strawberry Festival is a local favorite, with pie-eating contests, live music, and more strawberries than you can count. If you leave without a red-stained shirt, you missed out. It's Seattle's posh counterpart. The local coffee shops are so good, you might become a latte art snob. If your cappuccino doesn't have a swan on it, send it back. Homes average $1.2 million and rent is $3,200. But you get mountain views and more tech meetups than you can count. If you don't have a LinkedIn, you might be the only one. The cost of living is high, but so are the salaries. And if you love hiking, you'll have a new trail to explore every weekend. Just remember, rain boots are always in style. You'll find Microsoft, Amazon, and plenty of coffee. And if you see someone paddleboarding in the rain, that's just a normal Tuesday. Bonus points if they're holding a laptop. Berkeley, California, where the food is legendary and the protests are too. If you haven't marched for something, you're not a local yet. Berkeley's annual How Berkeley Can You Be parade is a wild celebration of creativity, with costumes, floats, and more tie-dye than you've ever seen. Don't be surprised if you spot a unicycle brigade. It's a city known for legendary food and spicy politics. The farmers market is a foodie's paradise, and the street art is as colorful as the locals. If you see a mural of a dancing avocado, you're in the right place. Homes average $1.3 million, but you get to say you live in a city where dogs wear bandanas and bikes outnumber cars. If your dog doesn't have a bandana, the local shops can help. It's walkable, cultured, and offers top-tier schools. And if you love bookstores, you'll never run out of places to browse. Some shops even have cats on staff. Whether you want tech jobs or suburban safety, there's a US city for you in 2025. And if you have a favorite city, let us know in the comments. Bonus points for the weirdest local tradition. The stranger, the better. See you in the next video. Until then, enjoy your life.